Are Pelosi and the Democrats trying to start World War III? Welcome to Hide and Seek Media. Hello, all you beautiful and amazing people. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, Hyde, and this is Hide and Seek Media, where we talk about news, sports, politics, and so much more. So I came across this article today about Nancy Pelosi planning a trip to Taiwan and China's response to said trip. Now, let's just say that China is not going to be too happy if the Speaker of the House, who is second in line to the presidency, decides to up and visit the free governing country of Taiwan that China does not recognize. In the article, China threatens strong measures if Pelosi visits Taiwan, and that there will be swift action. Sounds to me like China's not messing around. And if the United States goes and visits Taiwan and basically says, we're here to support you in all of your freedom, then China's not going to like that too much. And they're going to push forward and go ahead and just take Taiwan back by force, which is something I've already predicted that they were going to do. And I'm surprised they haven't done it already. But I think maybe they were just waiting for the U.S. to make a bonehead move like this and give them an excuse to attack Taiwan and take back their country or their land, as they say. So I want to read this article and I want to discuss the ramifications that could come from a trip like this. But before I get into all that, here at Hide and Seek Media, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to read the news, discern the truth, and read between the lines, find what they're not trying to tell you, and tell you. That's really what I'm trying to do here, is trying to lift the veil so that everybody can see the truth. I know sometimes I get off into some conspiracies and it may get a little wild, but some people find that entertaining. And if I'm wrong, then the truth will prove me wrong. But lately, conspiracies have been coming true every 6 months. So who knows, right? But if you like the work I'm doing here and you want to help support the channel, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, right? I have a merch link that you can go to where I sell funny political t-shirts and hoodies. And if you use code 1776, I'll give you 20% off your entire order. I also have a locals community that you can go join. Now, over there on Locals, I post all of my videos along with articles that I write and exclusive content that I make only for locals. But to get that content, you have to be a premium member. So head on over there and become a member today. But really, the best way you guys can help support this channel is by smashing that like button and sharing this video on all social media platforms. Those two interactions will tell YouTube's algorithm that my video needs more impressions. The more impressions I get, the more views, the more subscribers, and that's how we grow. But I need you guys to do it. So smash that like button and share this video. But now let's get to this article from the AP talking about Nancy Pelosi's trip next month to Taiwan and the effects it could have with our relations with China. So I have this story pulled up here. China threatens strong measures if Pelosi visits Taiwan. Now, before I get to the article, I have this one question, and maybe you guys can answer it for me. Why is Nancy Pelosi visiting these places like Ukraine and Taiwan? Two places that the other two of the three major superpowers on this planet are trying to invade and take over. Why is our government visiting those places? I wonder. Why are we shuffling billions of dollars to Ukraine? I wonder. I don't know. You guys tell me if there's something I should be worried about. But in this article, they go on to say, China will take resolute and strong measures should the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, proceed with reported plans to visit Taiwan, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said Tuesday. Pelosi, who is second in line to the presidency, is due to visit the self-governing island China claims as its own territory in August, according to a report in the Financial Times. She was originally scheduled to visit in April, but had to postpone after she tested positive for COVID. She was originally scheduled to visit in April, but had to postpone after she tested positive for COVID-19. Pelosi would be the highest-ranking American lawmaker to visit the close U.S. ally since her predecessor as Speaker, Newt Gingrich, traveled there 25 years ago. China has vowed to annex Taiwan by force if necessary, and has advertised that threat by flying airplanes near Taiwanese airspace and holding military exercises based on invasion scenarios. It says those actions are aimed at deterring advocates of the island's formal independence and foreign allies, principally the United States, from coming to its aid more than 70 years after the sides split among civil war. A visit by Pelosi would severely undermine China's sovereignty and territorial integrity, gravely impact the foundation of China-U.S. relations, and send a seriously wrong signal to Taiwan independence forces. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijiang said at a daily briefing, and I probably butchered that name, and I apologize. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I apologize. That was terrible of me. White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre declined to comment on Pelosi's expected visit to Taiwan. Jean-Pierre said the United States' support for Taiwan remained rock solid, while reiterating the U.S. long-standing commitment to the One China policy that recognizes Beijing as the government of China, but allows informal relations and defense ties with Taipei. China in recent days has also ratcheted up its rhetoric over U.S. arms sales to Taiwan, demanding the cancellation of a deal worth approximately $108 million that would boost its armed forces' chances of survival against its much bigger foe. China has the world's largest standing army with an increasingly sophisticated navy and a huge inventory of missiles pointed across the 100-mile-wide Taiwan Strait. The Chinese People's Liberation Army will resolutely thwart any form of interference by external forces and separatist plots of Taiwan independence, the Defense Ministry said in a statement posted on its website Tuesday. While Washington maintains a policy of strategic ambiguity over whether it would defend Taiwan in a conflict with China, U.S. law requires it must ensure the island has the means to defend itself and consider threats to its security as matters of grave concern. Washington maintains only unofficial relations with Taiwan in deference to Beijing, but is the island's strongest political ally and source of defensive arms. Zhao gave no details about what potential actions China might take in response to Pelosi's visit, but Beijing has generally used military flights and war games to indicate its discontent. Chinese pilots have also been accused of aggressive action towards surveillance aircraft from the U.S. and its allies operating in international airspace off the Chinese coast, while using lasers and other methods to harass foreign warships in the South China Sea. China's most serious threat against Taiwan came in 1995-1996 when it held military exercises and lobbed missiles into waters north and south of the island in response to a visit to the U.S. by the then president of Taiwan. I can't say that. So that article pretty much lays it all out, right? China is not having it. They are not having it one bit. And if Pelosi goes through with this trip, we're talking major sparks, right? Major sparks. If China decides, hey, Obama let Putin take back Crimea that way, why not let me take back Taiwan, right? Seems pretty logical reasoning if you were China. We had a weak leader in Obama when Putin took back Crimea. and Putin invaded Ukraine under Biden, and nothing is really happening, right? They're sending guns and they're sending tons of money to Ukraine, but Russia's still winning that war. So, China looks at it like, we're going to do what we want to do, and if the U.S. decides they want to step in or butt in or and do anything like that, well, then we'll just take Taiwan by force and then light up the entire world, right? I mean, this could be a prelude to World War III. People were saying that the Ukraine invasion could be that. This could be just another, the Ukraine invasion could just be one step, right? And then China invades Taiwan. And now the United States has to decide who we're going to pick. Are we going to pick Taiwan, or are we going to continue to help Ukraine? Because we're not going to be able to do both. We're already sending billions of dollars to Ukraine in aid, and it's strain on an economy that is terrible right now. Inflation's at its all-time highest, gas prices at an all-time high, food prices at an all-time high. Everything in America right now is terrible. Everything from our leadership is weak. We have a kangaroo court going on trying to, basically keep Donald Trump from running for office, and all the while presenting nothing in evidence to show he did anything wrong on January 6th. And now we have Pelosi stirring up shit by trying to go to China or go to Taiwan in the face of China saying basically don't do it. Bang. Maybe this is part of their plan. Maybe this is what they're trying. This is part of the big picture, right? Let's let Russia invade Ukraine, and then we'll just keep funneling money, and we'll keep funneling guns into that war without any real help, so that we're giving Ukraine just enough to stay in the fight and not lose, but not push back enough to actually win, right? So it's basically what we did for the Taliban in Afghanistan when they were fighting Russia, right? We're basically doing the same thing now to the Ukrainians. And what are we going to do when China invades Taiwan? Oh, wait a minute. We're already doing that for Taiwan too. So when it comes down to these two invasions, what is the United States going to do? What are our weak, feckless leaders going to do? How are they going to handle that situation? To me, with the leadership we have in place, there's only one solution, and that is World War III. Because if you intervene in Taiwan, China's going to get pissed. If you intervene militarily in Taiwan and you didn't do it in Ukraine, then Ukraine's going to get pissed. They'll back out of their, EU alignment, and who knows what could happen at that point, right? It's basically a powder keg, and it's primed to be lit. And Pelosi could be the spark that lights the fuse to World War III. We'll see. I personally think she ought to back out, because we are in no position to be trying to fight China and Russia on a global stage. We're not in any position to fight either one of them on a global stage right now. But given this administration's history, it seems like there's going to be a visit to Taiwan by the Speaker of the House. And it very well could be the spark that lights World War III. I hope it's not. And maybe I'm being hyperbolic. Maybe it's just all hyperbole and I'm just going crazy off the rails. But the potential is there. And to me, it seems like a dumb political move at this point on a global stage. In the face of the way our foreign policy is right now, it does not make any sense for Pelosi to be visiting Taiwan. Now, somebody did make the joke to me that the reason why she's going to Taiwan is so she can scope out future investments for her husband. I thought that was pretty funny. But in all reality, in all seriousness, I really don't understand what business the Speaker of the House has over in Taiwan or over in Ukraine. It doesn't make any sense to me. You represent the people of the United States in the United States government. Why are you in Ukraine? Why are you going to Taiwan? That's what we have foreign ambassadors and emissaries and shit for. We don't need the Speaker of the House going over there and doing it. But hey, like I said, maybe it's all part of their plan. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Leave a comment, right? Because that's the only way I'm going to know what you guys are thinking, is if you leave a comment down below. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, I appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys made it to the end. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. Smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video and the topic. I love to engage with my viewers, so feel free to fire away. But really, what I want you guys to do, more than anything else, share this video on all social media platforms, and let's get the message out there. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.